Do you find it difficult to get over someone? Well, if this is the case, then this video is right for you. Because today I will show you how you can move on from anyone. Whether that's a guy that you just met, whether that is someone who you have been stuck in a situationship with, or even if it is the love of your life. No matter who he is and how deeply he affected you, the moment you stop romanticizing him in your head is also the moment that you will move on, because in reality it's all a head thing. As fast as you fall for someone is also as fast as you can get over them, because it all comes down to your mindset. You will only like someone as much as you allow yourself to like them. Only desperate people with no options fall for someone easily. Otherwise, you would evaluate his actions and then decide whether he's even worth your time. However, if you're trying to get over someone, chances are that this person isn't in your life any longer, or B, they don't make any effort to stay in your life. If this is the case, then my question arises to you. Do you not get instantly turned off when someone is perfectly fine without having you in their life? Because personally for me, this realization is enough to get over someone instantly due to the love and respect that I have for myself. The key to getting over anyone is understanding that it all starts with your mind. The moment you turn on your brain is also the moment that you can start to move on from the person. Because just think about it for a second. What did this guy even do for you to like him in the first place? Because chances are that he didn't even do anything, and that the only reason why you like him and you feel like you can't move on from him is simply because of your ego. However, the moment you take off your rose-colored glasses and you view the person for who they really are, you will realize how replaceable the guy is, because the only man that is irreplaceable is the man that moved mountains to be with you, and that showed you with his consistent actions that he wants you in your life and that he wants you by your side. And if you are trying to move on from someone, this guy clearly didn't do that. Otherwise, he would be in your life right now and you would be by his side. And this by itself should make you realize that there is someone way better waiting for you. If you are having trouble getting over someone, you probably see something in this person that is rare and you think that you will not be able to find it anywhere else soon. But let me give you two scenarios that will help you to move on instantly. Scenario number one: if you're trying to get over a person that you dated or a guy you have been in a relationship with, even if in your eyes this was the love of your life, you need to accept that the relationship ended for a reason. Regardless, when you have broken up, this relationship had an expiration date and it wasn't meant to last longer. The mistake a lot of people do is trying to hold on to something that is already over, not realizing that by doing so, they just prevent themselves from actually meeting someone that is truly meant to be in their life and who actually has the potential to become the love of your life if he acts accordingly. The longer you hang on to someone who is not meant for you, the longer you prevent yourself from meeting someone who is. Let that sink in. And truly, why would you even want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you? Do you really have so little love for yourself? The second scenario is when you meet a guy, you feel that instant connection with him, but it never develops into something more meaningful. In this case, you didn't actually like the guy, you just liked who he could have been. And that also means that you were simply falling for his potential. To truly like someone for who they are, you need to know this person for at least 3 months. If you do like a guy that you have just met, or even if you know the guy for a long period of time, yet you just meet him occasionally, you don't actually know him and who he is, and that also amplifies that the only thing you liked about him is the fantasy that you created in your head of who he could have been, not who he is. So stop obsessing over the crazy connection that you think you had with the guy. if you don't even know him to begin with. What you did in reality is that you romanticized him. You fell for the fantasy of who he could be and not who he is. Once you actually realize that, you will get over this person in a heartbeat. With that being said, getting over someone despite the impact they did isn't as hard as it seems once you start viewing the person for who they actually are and not for who they could be. So it's time to stop living in the Lululand and actually view the guy for who he is and the actions that he is showing you that he wants you in your life. And the actions that he is showing you are non-existent, because if he would show you actions, you would not need to get over him in the first place. I know that we as girls, we all love to romanticize or create these fantasies about a particular guy in our head, but those fantasies that you create in your head, those fantasies do not correspond to reality. The more you romanticize someone, the more you are just harming yourself in the long run. You're falling deeper and deeper for his potential, and you actually close yourself off, meet someone who actually meets your potential, also exceeds all your expectations. It's time to be more realistic and assess how much you like someone purely based on their actions. Yet the truth is that if you are trying to get over someone, the reality is that this guy is showing you with his actions that he doesn't want to have you in his life. If that's the case, it's time to move on, because what you think you have with this guy, it's simply one-sided. Otherwise, the guy would still be by your side and in your life, which also means that you would need to get over him in the first place. What will really help you, especially when you are struggling to get over someone, is simply shifting your priorities. Because if you cannot get over someone, that also means that this person occupies 90% of your time, and this really shouldn't be the case. All the time you are thinking about this guy is also the time that you could actually invest in yourself, improving yourself, working on yourself, focusing on your goals and what you're passionate about. When you have a fulfilling life of your own and you have a packed schedule, you won't even have the time to dwell on this person, because you will be too busy living your life, and you will also get over them naturally, especially since time heals everything. To conclude, the person that you claim to be the love of your life, or the person that you feel this crazy connection with, this person would never make you doubt yourself in the first place. And if this person was actually the love of your life, or you are having this crazy connection with the person, that this person would never leave your side, and this person would never be perfectly fine without having you in their life. It is actually the love of your life and a guy who you have that connection with. This would be felt from both sides and not simply from one side. If this guy truly wanted to be with you and he would want to make it work between you two, he would never let you go to begin with, because he would realize the value that you add to his life. Reality is that he doesn't see your value, and that he either fell out of love, he actually never liked you to begin with. The sooner you realize this, the easier it will be to move on from this person and actually let go and open yourself up, building a new and even greater connection with someone who genuinely sees your value and will never want that you leave their side in the first place or give you any reason to leave theirs. When you are trying to get over someone, you just need to think for yourself. If someone can let you go so easily and is perfectly fine without having you in their life, why can't you? I hope this video served as a wake-up call to actually wake the fuck up and stop romanticizing a guy in your head and living in your fantasy, because like that, you're just preventing yourself from actually meeting the man of your dreams. Always remember, if it's not going to be him, it's going to be someone way better. I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, comment down below what you think, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Kisses!